Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Dollar Hour. I am Deonte Burden, a.k.a. Mr. Short Dollar himself. We got an awesome show planned tonight. We're going to talk about something I think a lot of people have had conversation with, especially over the past couple of months and going into the new year, and that's will the economy crash in 2026, and are you prepared for it financially? Again, will the economy crash in 2026, and are you prepared for it financially? There's been a lot of conversation because, we got so much uncertainty going into the new year. Inflation is still there. Home prices are high. People getting laid off. You got technological advances like AI and stuff like that have really leapfrogged in 2025, and people just don't know what's going to happen. So I want to have a discussion with you guys in regards to will the economy crash in 2026, and are you prepared financially? First, I want to apologize to everybody, boy. It's a little tardy for the party. It wasn't me. Something didn't happen on I-20. And that's why I'm a little late here and everything, but I do apologize. And I'm glad to be in the house with my brother DJ Lab. Because last week I had an unfortunate killed the deal. I killed the deal.
It's not funny, but
shit, man.
When you called me, it's telling me about. I was like,
that's the fourth damn deal in 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
All by your house?
Yeah, all of them within a 3-mile circumference of my house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they
be out.
The area is called Deerfield.
Yeah. Well, they be out over there. When I'm driving from over there, over by your house and driving down that road, I think it's going up to. I forget what it's going up to, but it's just dark.
Yeah.
And it's like deer sitting on the side of the road going, should I jump in front of this car right here?
He jumped right there and went straight to that passenger side headlight. But I'm safe and sound, so don't worry about it.
Right.
Okay.
We'll take that. At least you're safe.
We back in his house. Before we get started, say what's up. 2 Miles producer DJ Lab.
What's going on, brother? It is Thursday. It was a nice day of weather today.
It's been nice weather all week.
Yeah, that's been
nice weather all week.
It's been nice all week, and it's gonna rain tomorrow. So
yeah, well, we're gonna take how we
get it. You ready for Thanksgiving?
I'm gonna be ready. Gonna go to Mama's house and everything.
Okay,
so
okay.
Gonna be ready and everything.
Is Mama cooking?
Yeah. My mom look forward to it. We do Christmas at my house. Thanksgiving at mom. So me, my kids, sister, and her family and everything. So it should be cool.
Okay.
It should be cool. We're gonna make too much noise, but I'm excited. Mama probably tune in a little bit. I was talking to her for a second while I was en route. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm glad, and like I said, I was just kind of thrown off of that stuff with the car.
Yeah.
But we good now, man. And I also want to say what's up to my other producer, Slick 316. What's going on, Rika?
What's going on, Rika? Let me ask you a question for Thanksgiving real quick.
Sure.
What kind of food you eat? Chitlins and all that?
Nah, I ain't never been no chitlin guy.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I just, when I was a little boy, I ain't never liked the smell.
Mm-hmm.
And man, not to sound funny, man, I ain't never really been a big soul food.
Yeah.
So collard greens,
you like
black eyed peas, pinto beans. My mom probably comes. She know I've been a little boy. And you tell you what's funny? Only PJ, my second, that's the only one of my children that's like that. It's funny. The vegetables, rest of me eat anything, but I ain't never been, too much on that and everything. Now, when I was little, my granddad used to hunt. So it was never me and him to eat squirrel and turtle and all this other kind of road. Possum. That nasty shit. So once I learned how to read.
You ate some possum before?
Yeah. When I was little, what I'm saying? Once I learned how to read, you see that shit in the damn book. You know what I'm saying?
This thing eats everything. Yeah, I get it. I just thought I would ask you, since we probably not gonna have a show that day because that's the holiday.
No, we ain't gonna have no show that day.
So I wanted to see what kind of food the Mr. Short Dollar eat for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're gonna be cool. Mama usually have the whole spread over there and everything and stuff. So looking forward to it.
Okay.
And everything. But we gonna get to it and everything. Actually doing something different. I'm pulling out my tree. I'm putting the tree up. I already got it out. So
really?
I'm gonna try to have that finished up tomorrow. So
you gonna put it up this week, or for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to have it done tomorrow.
Oh, you gonna have it done tomorrow?
Yeah. We'll already pulled it down. So,
okay.
Ain't shit gonna be up under there.
Wishes and dreams.
Yeah, start off a little early and everything. We start off late. So I'm excited about that, man. So she's been great. You know, we're gonna talk about it, you know, as we get close to the new year and everything. But I can look back being reflective. A lot of great things happened. We had a couple setbacks here and there. But overall, everything is cool. And I think going into it, you know, I'm gonna be pretty thankful going into next week. You know, with everything. I ain't got too many complaints. Gonna knock on wood with that. But you know, even when we're going to the show tonight, we're talking about with the economy crashing 2026. People got a lot of different optimism. People got a lot of I'm trying to get my damn English together. Apprehensions and going into the new year. And I just want to have that discussion because you can kind of look at where, you know, some things are warranted, some should be warranted. And then you look at the base of it, what caused that with people. So I want to have that discussion tonight so we actually can be aware of these are things that could possibly happen and these things that probably just, you know, all in your head. But most importantly, not necessarily be afraid of stuff happening, more so be what? Prepared.
Right? Okay.
That's the key thing. Right now, again, this is the Dollar Hour. I'm Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar. Excuse me, Mr. Short Dollar himself. We stream it live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. But the main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. We got over 1,500 videos. We've got an active grant playlist with over 150 different grant opportunities for you guys to take advantage of. If you haven't, go to the YouTube channel, look at the video for the November 2025 small business grant videos. Like I said before, we got the link in there. You just purchase the grant list. I think it's $4.99 or $5.99. Take advantage of it. We also just released the actual small business resources and grant list. Over 100 small business grants and resources. We released that. I think that's $15. But just go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. Take advantage of the information, right? I mean, crumbs. I mean, you're talking about access to hundreds of thousands of dollars for just $15. Hell, even the November list, we're talking about $5.
Right.
Don't get in your way. Don't get in your way.
Don't get in your own way.
Don't get in your own way and everything. But we also, guys, remember, released the book last month, Short Dollars and Cents. We got the link. Go to the YouTube channel and all the videos. It's on Amazon, Short Dollars and Cents. It will be in the TikTok store, PJ. This one. My son.
Right.
It will be in a TikTok store. Supposed to be yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna get it.
What's gonna be a premiere?
What's up, CC? How you doing? Yeah, we're gonna get it. You know, P Dog's gonna take care of it. So we're gonna have the book Short Dollars and Cents. That's my personal finance novel. I'll say novel, my book. We got this, you know, right now we're streaming it. So the people on Instagram, TikTok don't necessarily see this. But if you Google Short Dollars and Cents, we 13 different chapters, personal finance book with charts, graphs, all kind of other great information for you guys to take advantage of and everything. So personally, it's $15 on Amazon. The link is there. So if you just Google it, Short Dollars and Cents, it'll pop up. But if you also even look at any one of the videos on YouTube or Facebook on there, you'll see the link that's on there. So definitely take advantage of the information there. You want to call in, add to the conversation, guys. The call-in number is 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894. And I'll give it again after we get further along in the show because I do want this to be an interactive conversation because people have different questions and things they want to know about the future because you got I just tell Lab a little while ago, man, you got conspiracy theories. Say
the
government is going to take this and we're going to lose that and everything. And a lot of times, if you're not really familiar with things, you really don't know what's factual.
That's true.
Because sometimes, if a person is very articulate and they sound smart, they might be stupid as hell, but they sound smart and they got a good grasp of the King's English, people can get caught up into like, man, you know, this brother's sharp.
He know what he's talking about.
Don't know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Presentation is everything.
Yeah. I mean, the brother is talking and everything. Right. You know, if you do this and call this with your credit, you can go do this, that, and that, and they will have your ass in the poorhouse. Isn't that bullshit? You know,
right?
And I like having a forum like this because at the end of the day, you know, I always push myself as being somebody credible and verifiable, but just have these discussions where, hey, you know, not only this is what you can and can't do, but this is why. And this is where you can go reference it if you don't believe what I say, right? So that's why I love having these kind of conversations with everybody. We had a good conversation I did a live stream earlier today where we talked about sacrifice you got to make for 2026. Be successful in 2026. Did a show about it a couple weeks ago. We did like a little 30, 40-minute feed earlier today. That was pretty cool.
42 minutes.
40, look at my man. Your producer ain't like mine. But that was cool. We got we having that discussion earlier. But tonight again, we're talking about what the economy crash in 2026. And this topic hits home because people just worry. Again, we're talking about rising interest rates, inflation, global instability, political uncertainty, and constant headlines about recessions and market crashing. Instead of panic, guys, instead of panicking, your goal need to be what? Preparation. Okay? Remember, guys, call in if you got a question, anything you want to add to the conversation. 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894. So, Lab, before I get to running my mouth, when we start talking about, I said the market with the economy crash. So I got to get that right because I done said that wrong a couple times. With the economy crash, what is your thoughts or envision we start talking about going into the economy of 2026?
Well, I believe that a lot more jobs will be lost in 2026 due to companies trying this AI thing. I believe that the AI situation will falter a little bit. They will have to reset and start hiring people back because it's gonna come to a point. I mean, we're talking about machinery and software here. Stuff that can fail with an unplug of a switch or something, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to happen, but it's going to be a big push towards that in about second quarter, which is going to lead people to lose their jobs, which is going to lead people to lose their homes. So I think you're going to have a combination of 3 or 4 things at one time with a perfect storm.
Yeah.
People losing their jobs, people losing their homes, so the market's going to crash, unemployment rate's going to go up, inflation's going to go up, food's going to go up. So all those things and combined are going to make for a very bad third and fourth quarter of 2026. I pray that I'm wrong, but I just see, how corporate greed is a big thing. And if they see a way to make money without you and put more money in their pockets, and we talked about this book, 21 rules for the 21st century. And it says that robots and AI is going to take over. People are going to lose their jobs. You got to prepare for these things. It's happening a little bit quicker than I thought it would, but it's happening. So those things combined, I think it's just going to make for a global, and it's not just going to be here. It's going to be a global thing. Because these corporations, like we talk about all the time, these corporations are global. The world is flat with the internet.
Yeah.
You could be in New York today and 15 minutes later be in England. You know what I'm saying? Like the markets fluctuate that way. So I think it's going to be a third. I think it's not going to hit to the third and fourth quarter though next year.
Fourth quarter. But you think we're going to be an economic crash?
Yeah. Or let's put it this way: it's going to be a crash or close to. I think it's going to be more of a reset.
Okay. When you say reset, you talking about like far as things had to get changed, with major adjustments.
It's going to be some major adjustments made because right now people seeing the gold in this and the money being made in that. I mean, you got Elon building a $10 billion house. I mean, and that ain't even. I don't even think that's 10% of his net worth. You get what I'm saying? Like $10 billion on the house. Like, what's that? 20% of his net worth, not even that much, because he's worth $500 billion. So
he built a $10 billion house.
Yes, he's building a $10 billion house compound. Yeah.
That's a lot of change.
Yeah, but imagine being able to build that and it not even make a dent into what you're worth.
Something, ain't it?
Yeah,
that's something, ain't it? Wow. And then the value that increased to that's like your own little Disney World. Well, guys, with that said, if you guys yes or no, put it in the chat. Yes or no. If you feel like we're heading to an economic crash in 2026, please put in the chat yes or no. If you do feel like we're heading to some kind of economic crash in 2026, I was thinking earlier, I guess I look at a lot of things from a different vantage point because just being a business owner, I'm always trying to look at things that can help me be more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about how we had to do things years ago with the posting and doing this, even like with in the accounting world, we had the little green sheets we had to use those. Then you get your QuickBooks, and then how everything just we can just get things processed so much faster. Email and just doing how things are just told so much more easier to get things done. And like now I I mean, just with this show, where we use tools like StreamYard and all this other kind of stuff, TubeBuddy and all that can just help me do things that I just couldn't do before.
Right.
You know, as opposed to when we first started and everything, you know, me, you, Joni, Slick,
right?
We down here on different things,
right?
And all that shit is on one thing now,
one compacted thing,
and that's a short amount of time to change that. So I guess in my mind, you know, I be kind of excited for it, but I understand.
And not rest in peace, Joni.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna talk about it because they actually haven't. I haven't seen anything else about the communication from her kids, but they haven't heard memorial. Saturday. Yeah. So you know, with that and everything. So I bring it up for we wrap up and everything. But it's just, you know, you talking about we were all doing it. Remember that? Yeah. And we still had the phones. We had the you know, just all the
I think you had a computer at the time. We were doing a bunch of things. Joni had a computer over there. We had a bunch of things going on down here.
Yeah. And so you sitting there like just where now we ain't got to do that. And that's just, you know, so when you start thinking about like the you know, being, you know, nervous and stuff like that, I always kind of look at it from a standpoint of optimism. That's probably why I ain't never really got too worried too tough with politics. Not because, you know, I don't care. It's just shit, I just gotta adjust. Right. Everybody has something different or a different way they do it. So you say to yourself like, look, I got to deal with this MF, deal with this MF, and I just my adjustments. It may be comfortable, may be uncomfortable, but you know that's just life. 6 Redbone says. 28 says yes. Lab sounds like Corey scary. You know the thing of it is, I always tell people, as long as you can equip yourself with as much information to find out what things are, you'll be better. Because the more that you don't know, it'll scare the shit out you. And once you start, ain't just like anything you do a new task, go somewhere, whatever, and everything, you might have that feel, that optimism about doing certain stuff, but until you actually do it, then you say, okay, I'm a little bit more comfortable with it.
And I think that's where we're going to lose the fight on the information front, because a lot of people just don't read. They don't get their information from nowhere but social media. So that's going to leave them at a disadvantage to know what's going on and how to adapt, like we're talking about, how to prepare themselves, because they get all their information from social media. They'll pick up a paper, they'll try to do these news articles, they'll listen to nothing else but who has the same views as them. They don't go to Fox News or CNN. They just do what makes them feel better. And that's going to leave them at a disadvantage to know what's actually really going on. You have to step away from them things to kind of get an insight on what's happening and be prepared for what's coming.
Shit, like I told you before, Lev, I truly do believe only 85% of the world don't use logic. So, you know, just, you know, use some damn good old fashioned common sense. Most people ain't gonna do that, right? You know, I don't mean to offend nobody, right? But, you know, it's like you said, going, you know, looking deeper as opposed to what's posted or whatever and everything. I mean, I say it all the time. I say you take somebody that sound articulate. You know, you can get somebody. You know, the woman is fine. She's sitting and she's saying that everybody believe what she say because it's convincing. Right. But just the dig deeper, the verified, people don't do that stuff. Yeah. And so when we start thinking about, you know, reason why people may think it crashed, got a couple reasons. And that one being some of your economic cycles. You know, historically, economies move in cycles, you know, roughly every 17 years, right? Every 17 years. So we might do another recession or something like that, but that usually happens. So you start thinking about where COVID and all that stuff hit 2020. Shit. We scratching on it and everything. So
scratching on that 7.
Yeah, so you start thinking about things that like expansion, peaking, contraction, you know, recession, different things from an economic standpoint, you know, things getting tight, got layoffs and stuff like that. You've seen it before. And we go through them peaks and valleys where they do this, go up, do this, right? You know, and when we're doing well, everybody's happy. Whoever the current president at the time, look what I've done, look what, you know, whatever and stuff like that. It's just your turn. You know what I'm saying?
Just your time.
You know, you may felt like you called, but it was just your time, right place, right time. So, but a lot of times people don't, you see that, you're like, okay, I really don't know when it's gonna come, whatever. And we've had enormous cycles, after COVID, major stimulus spending and supply chain disruptions. Those kind of things can kind of put you in a funky spot. Especially start looking at, interest rates spiked up, shit. What was that lab? 7-8 years ago, 1 or 2%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Interest rates.
Yeah.
What's prime now? 5 or 6?
I thought it was 7.
7. So you talking about prime? Check it out.
I'll be right.
So you're looking at it 10 years ago. The shit was at 2. So you're looking at like now we 7%. Prime 7.
I'm finna find out.
Shit. Damn, Leia. Damn refi for me.
Yeah, I'm finna find out.
Shit. Anybody in the chat know what the prime rate is right now?
I got it right here. Hold on. We can put current in the beginning of this. 7%.
So that means
I knew I was right. I just wanted to make sure.
So we talking about 7.8, 8.5.
Yeah.
These interest rates, that's some bullshit. God damn. So you start thinking about those kind of things, spiked up prices with inflation and stuff like that. I can see where people start looking like, hey man, this shit getting rough. People get laid off. People get laid off, and coincidentally, at the same time, prices are going up. The cost of borrowing, all that stuff, it can put you in a real funky spot with doing that. And just having debt levels in it, with doing it. National, corporate, consumer debt are at record highs. When debt is high, even smaller downturns can hurt more. Those kind of things get it, because the people, when you fat, you fat, and when you fat, you ain't never think about working out. Right. You cool, you right. But then, like, when something happens, are you in a position to be responsible? And a lot of times we ain't. A lot of times we ain't. We feel we can be. Right. But when you're good, you're good. Then when you get bad, depending on what you did when you were good, which is most of the time nothing.
Well, all of the time, nothing.
People often anticipate big shifts during or right after major elections. So, we just had, the November elections come out, just we're gridlocked as a nation with the budget, the damn lab. What's the term? Help me out, lab. The shutdown. The shutdown. Yeah. And I mean, that just shit, man. You just got a taste of the impact of just when people just can't agree with certain things and the impact they can have. So just doing those kind of things, man, people can sit here like and wondering, okay, damn, where we headed to?
Yeah, and the impact that type of impact trickles down. They always say, they had that rich trickle down economic stuff, but bad things always trickle down. That's just
we said the military shit roll down here.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
And if you and depending how far you down the hill and stuff like that,
you
hurt a whole lot rough.
Right.
Because when it's rolling, it's adding stuff to it.
It
gets big and big.
It's a shit ball.
Right,
rolling.
Yeah, you at that bottom, boy. You getting it bad. You getting it bad. So layoffs, slowdowns, either tech, retail, and logistics industry, y'all showing signs of cooling down, right? Amazon, FedEx, all these kind of, man, you see the changes, the slowdown and stuff like that. So we start thinking about why are people even thinking about would it be any kind of economic crash? Those are the telltale signs of that now. May be legitimate, may not be. But when we're talking about the reason why people can do that, all this creates the feeling that a crash is coming, even if the experts disagree as far as a timeline perspective. Because again, like Lamb said, third and fourth quarter of 26. Some people may think it's sooner. Some may think it's, it'll be maybe a couple years out. At the end of the day, you feel more comfortable when you have people that are quote unquote experts saying it and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, nobody knows. Nobody knows because nobody expected COVID. Nobody expected the that 07, 08 real estate crash. What was that? The 04, 05 .com bust. Stuff happens and nobody see that shit coming.
I think, but that's going to be a combination of, because people don't learn from their mistakes. People don't learn from their mistakes. The greed always takes over. Unfortunately, especially corporations that allegedly, they don't learn from their mistakes because they keep doing the same things over. If it made them a bunch of money the first time, we'll let the noise quiet out and we'll try it again, but we'll do it this way different. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're already going back to that subprime stuff. They're already going towards it slowly, so you won't notice it. But they've been deregulated so much now they don't even have to. They don't have to hide it because the current administration has deregulated a lot of that stuff now.
The thing of it is, people really don't think about shit till it personally affects them.
I always say it's not a truck, it's not a problem till it's your problem.
Yeah. Because so if people are out of work or people are homeless, and somebody, you got people that genuinely care. Don't get me wrong, but it's not really a major concern until you start losing your shit, right? And when you got people getting on drugs and stuff like that. People see it and stuff like that. But when it had a negative impact or any kind of impact on white America, now we got an opioid crisis, right? So those kind of things, and that's just the reality,
right? That's
damn
just
how you want to see it, look at it, and everything. But if I ain't lost my job, and I'm steady at work and everything going smooth, they did something.
Why do I care?
Yeah. That's just
if they ain't doing something right, I'm good.
But when when it hits you, family member, somebody close to you, now we got a problem.
Yeah.
Right. And that's when everybody got concern or some kind of interest or whatever. So those are kind of reasons when we start thinking about people wonder, could we be heading some kind of economic crash in 2026? Again, guys, the nice show is, will we have an economic crash in 2026, and are you prepared financially? Remember, guys, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. Feel free to call in or put some kind of comment in the chat. Feel free to call in 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894.
Slick says some people still think they gonna get federal money.
Well, shit. I done got all kind of down calls about the stimulus check.
Oh, really?
All the time. And, people post that shit and it go off like wildfires. We're doing that stuff. I ain't got time to play with people about we're doing it. It's a lot of people even in my sector from the social media financial people, they know better than put that shit out there. Right. You don't know. You don't know. But just be, do that to get clicks. Because people out here hurt.
Real.
And, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't the one to sit here and take advantage of it now.
It's people with jobs hurt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And ain't no deadbeats. These people with real jobs hurt.
Absolutely. And I'm going to say this. At the end of the day, you have to be fully aware that we all somebody else's decision, diagnosis, innovation, new contract away from having our ass without a damn job.
Right.
All of us.
All of us.
And that's if you work for somebody or you self-employed. You know what I'm saying? That can change.
It's just a shift.
With anyone, so I don't think anyone should feel comfortable. But unfortunately, a lot of us do get that way. Again, guys, we're talking about, will there be an economic crash in 2026? And if so, are you prepared financially? So this is the question going to our next question. Should you be panicking, right? Should you be panicking? Sex Redbone said that part. Should you panic? And I would say this, no. I don't think you should panic, but you should pay attention. You should pay attention. This is not the time to sit here and say, well, look, man, I don't know. That's not what I deal with. I'm not familiar with it. Try to get somewhat informed. You don't have to be a subject matter expert on economics or the market or finance, things like that. But you do need to spend a little time looking at CNN, CNBC, cut into your Real Housewives time, football, basketball game time, and just try to get a little bit more informed.
You know what I discovered on YouTube just recently? It's a YouTube video about 12 minutes, and there's a bunch of them. It breaks down to you certain things like a 5-year-old. Like good videos. I actually watched about the stock market crash in 1929, how it happened. Where they break it down to you like you a 5-year-old. I mean, it didn't feel insulting the way they were talking to you, but they have a bunch of them. They did a real estate crash. They did during COVID what happened. And it was all about financial stuff, and bank rates and how they go up and how they, and it's just a bunch of videos. I mean, it's just so many. I'm only referencing this because it's just so many ways that you can learn and prepare yourself. You don't have to go just mainstream, meaning you can go other media outlets. Like we doing this talking right now. It could be other ones doing that.
That's an awesome point, Larry. To that point, there's a super surplus of easy to understand, accessible information. And at the end of the day, you gotta do what? Spend a little time to do it.
Right.
But far too often, people just they want to stay uninformed. They
I didn't know
intentionally will do it. And remember, guys, being uninformed did not exclude you from accountability.
That's right.
You still, just because you didn't know, did not exclude you from that. So you really don't have a choice but to be somewhat informed, right? Understand two things, guys. Knowing the difference between fear and awareness. Fear freezes you. Fear gets you not doing anything, staying put, whatever, don't making the move. But awareness will make you prepare. That's the thing about it. Know that those two differences, guys. When you scared, don't want to do it, you're not gonna do shit. You're gonna hold here, do that, whatever. Don't make any kind of moves, not trying to do anything. But when you become aware, you start preparing. And that's the thing. That's what we want to do, being intelligent. Economic downturns are normal, and smart people use them to get ahead. I mean, just part of the things gonna happen, right? And you don't have to be this expert on everything, but you do have to take some kind of initiative to be getting somewhat informed with doing that, guys. Again, this is the Dollar Hour. Feel free to call in, leave comments in the chat. The call-in number is 678-740-9894. Again, it's 678-740-9894. So here's the question. What happens to everyday people during a crash? Because people just wondering, people got all kind of different things, and depending on where you've been in life, the impact may be different. This crash didn't hurt you that much because you were working here. This crash hurts you a lot more because, again, things are different. Some of the options that you may have had 10, 15 years ago just aren't there now. Some of the things that happen, you got job loss or reduced income. You got high interest rates on cars and loans, and that was one of the biggest things I taught. Remember I shared about when I had the cleaning company. I had a $30,000 line of credit, $25,000 line of credit with at that time Washington Mutual, which was required to Chase. Right. And the cleaning contract, in the way we were billing $35,000 a month. I used that, 45 days. They send a bill, pay my payroll, cover it up. I'm stacking my 10, 15 grand every month, right? I wake up one morning, that $25,000 line of credit was $5,000. Whoa. Shit.
Just like that, overnight.
No warning, no nothing, man. And it messed me up.
I remember you talking about that on the show.
Man. It messed me up. I'm Mr. Bright Idea. I ain't had no damn idea then.
So you just scratch your head. They kept pushing the button to say, this got to be a mistake. Kept logging out, logging back in.
Boy. Right. Low investment portfolio value. So it's not uncommon to see your 401k value shrink. That don't mean panic, but it's just part of it. Tighter lending from banks. Banks are gonna be reluctant to kind of give out certain things, give out money, which is unfortunate because that's the damn time when your shit gets slow, you need to borrow some money. Smaller businesses struggle to get access to capital. That same point with that. So you got to kind of. It's a real funky time when you got a crash going. For many, it's not just a crash; it's a super lifestyle disruption, right? And again, depending on where you at in life, it can have a different impact.
I think I got impacted by all of them. The real estate crash I got impacted by because I was working in shopping centers, and they start consolidating the shopping center companies into smaller and smaller, bigger groups, but smaller companies owning them instead of 10 or 20 of them on it. It got down to like 5 of them. Gotcha. So then I got impacted by COVID because I got laid off. I mean, the last 10, 15 years, every issue that has happened, I got affected by.
And even when you're having these conversations, you really don't know. You can be prepared, but you're prepared to be you preparing, and your preparation for what happened. Shit, it might be all for nothing. Like I was ready. I wasn't ready for that shit. Right. I was ready for some other stuff. Right. But I wasn't ready for that. And you don't know till you go through it. Right. Sex Redbone 28 says some start watching how money is being spent also saving more.
Mm-hmm.
And those things about it. Appreciate that.
But let me ask both of y'all a question. Let me get this. Slick says the interest rate is one that bothers me. That changes your mortgage payment, taxes, etc. It can be devastating. Let me ask you a question. How do a person save money that already is, I mean, robbing Peter to pay Paul, and not because of the extravagance, just because
you probably can't.
Okay, so I mean, you think about the average rent is $1,600 in the state of Georgia. You know, for some people, that's 2 checks.
That was a good question, and a lot of times people tell you to do that. But again, we're gonna get some strategies. But let me say this to you too: you can't save what you ain't got.
Right.
So the strategy is more so try to lower and eliminate debt, or try to increase income, and get to a point where you can. Right. So at the end of the day, if you know you got all these bills going, you know you need to just try to alleviate them first, and then get to that point. But you can't. If you're already below everything, you can't just try to do that. So the strategy's got to be get here, and then we try to do that. But until you level up and get that way, you just can't. You know, we're doing it and stuff like that. Now, you do want to have some kind of allocation. We'll get to that. Just say stuff happens or whatever. But it's very hard to do that. So it's not. You got to do something else before you can start doing that.
Right.
If that makes sense, you know. 6 Red Bones said find another job or a side hustle. And those kind of, appreciate that. And those kind of things you got to do, like say, you know, level up and be able to do it. And until you do that, you won't be able to make that happen. The next thing I want to talk about, you know, so to lay our point, just going into it, I guess Lab got a crystal ball and shit. How to prepare financially, you know, starting now. How do you prepare? So number one, you know, to that point, we got to try to build that cash cushion. Aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses. If your money is tight, start small. $25 a week add up. $25 a week, we know is what? You know, that's how much, y'all? How much?
$100 a month.
$100 a month. Look at you. Look at I ain't nobody in the chat. You know, we're doing that. I was expecting Lab to jump on that, but
I'm sorry.
But to the point Lab just alluded to earlier, guys, we want to have that emergency fund. We're doing that stuff 3 to 6 months, but you realistically can't do that.
Right.
If you're already in the hole. So have a strategy to get out the hole and then start doing that, okay? Because if you don't, you're always gonna keep starting over the shit you saving. Just reality of it, right? So focus on getting out of the hole. I got tons of video on the YouTube channel, and also Short Dollars and Cents. And in chapter, what was that chapter? What was the book? Chapter 2, page 8. We start looking at these budgets, man. I'm just telling you, we look at chapter 2, page 8. I got different budgets, and everything's easy. It's super easy to read. We got budgets for somebody that's single, somebody coming out of divorce, somebody coming out of college, somebody coming out of bankruptcy. I got all these budget designs on here and stuff like that. Any question you have, I got answers for you guys. I got it all on here. Rebuilding credit budget. Like I said, the divorce budget. I got it all on there. And it's plug and play.
If you don't want to call and ask the question, you can buy the book and ask the question silently. In private.
It's there. But the number one thing is try to get that cash cushion when you start talking. Get a cash cushion when you start by trying to prepare financially. The second is manage and reduce debt, especially high interest credit cards. During a downturn, debt becomes even higher, right? And I mean, I did this shit a month or two ago. I called all my credit card companies. Hey man, what deal y'all got? Y'all, you know, give me some kind of thing. And I got on a 6 month with all my credit cards, 6 month like 1% interest rate to do that for 6 months. So now it's on me to double up payments and all that kind of stuff to reduce it. But I'm just on a humbug. Let me just call.
Just see.
And they do it all the time, guys. You know, I practice what I preach. So I'm just saying, I just did that about 2 months ago. We're doing it. So those kind of options are there. So we want to try to do that, guys. You know, you want to try to pay that high interest down because it's always going to eat into everything. I understand people got to live, people got things going on, but you can't move until you get certain things in place. So just something to think about. You can't really move until you get certain things in place. Increase your skills, your job security. Guys, I want to say something right now. And I don't go into the everybody need to be entrepreneur shit. I don't really get into that because I really know how hard I work to live the way I live, and it ain't for everybody. And so I don't really push that. But I will say this, guys. Oh, in my life, what has always helped me is I got a lot of different skill sets. I can do a lot. I can paint. I can cut grass. I done lay concrete. I done put stuff. I done did all kind of stuff. I can crawl my ass up on the hood of a car. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I can do, right? And at the end of the day, when we start looking at it, even from just say you're in a certain field, you want to be making yourself as proficient as possible. When we start talking about increasing those skills, side skills give you a backup income if needed. You know, that has helped me over the years. We're doing everything, you know, just from experience to being a consultant work and doing that and stuff like that. You want to put as many tools in the toolbox you have because you don't necessarily know when one tool that may be your main tool, there's no longer need for it.
Right.
So you need to be constantly improving you. You know, give a damn how inconvenient, uncomfortable, uninterested you are in doing that. The world will pass your ass.
Real fast.
The world will pass your ass. Listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. If we go back to the days of our grandparents or parents, Ohio, Wisconsin, Michigan, high Bedford. I mean, you know, Illinois. We talking about what I'm about to say is just production hubs, plants everywhere, plants everywhere, and the people that were working in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and them plants in Detroit. Do you
Especially
think
in Detroit, making them cars?
Yeah. Do you think that they'll see what the hell going on now? Where they got robots and shit doing all that stuff?
Yeah.
Technology and advances and innovations is always going to take jobs because it's going to make life easier, make stuff cheaper. Last point for the employers, big picture wise. So you have to constantly be involved with you. What I always say, guys, the world going to always need two things: thinkers and fixers.
Thinkers and
fixers. If you can create, innovate certain things like that, or if you can repair, put shit back together, the world always going to have a place for you. You have a hard ass time. You only a damn doer. But the world is all gonna need thinkers and fixers. Right. You know, that ain't gotta be your full-time job to create. It ain't gotta be your full-time to fix. But your ass need to know how to do something.
Yeah.
Okay, just gotta keep that in mind. Okay.
Or be willing to learn.
Yeah, and be willing to learn. You know, just like upskills. Just it's hard when you are at a job and you have more tools or different things you can do. It's hard to get rid of you because I can always slide you somewhere else. Because there is a benefit to having a person that can do several things, right? Especially thinking. But if you have a person that, when I say think, you ain't got to stand over their ass and tell them what to do over and over and over again. But it is a benefit to having a person where, well, lab we're reducing here, but because you got experience, I can put you over there. You know, having that. So the more you can bring to the table, it makes you less expendable. When you only do one damn thing, you know, it's plug and play with you, right? And the world cruel like that now. The sooner you can get past that, the better off you'll be. But that company man should get your ass going postal. Like, you know, just thinking like, hey, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna my wife gonna make me lunch and I'm gonna go to work and do this, that, and that, and all that shit. I'm gonna do, man, get your ass fucked up with that. These folks don't give a damn.
People, my ex-wife used to always ask me when I never got fired from a job. Let's just be clear. But when I got either laid off or something, and I went to do something else, or I transitioned into something else because I got tired of this job. I was like, why you always transition to something, another field? I said, because I just want, if I'm not going to be doing this field, I could try this field and then I have that skill under my belt. You get what I'm saying? So I felt like I was leveling up every time. You know, when I worked in real estate, was managing shopping centers, and I decided, okay, shopping centers not taking me where I want to go. Gotcha. So I said, I think I want to try to be an engineer and work at the railroad, and I went to work for the railroad. It was just, once I thought about it, I started doing it. Absolutely. But I was younger then, so I was like, okay, I worked in shopping centers for 10 years. I did that. Let me move over and see what this do. Worked there for 10 years, actually, to be honest. Yeah. And then once they start transferring, buying trains, buying companies up, and the position I was in was not going to be a viable position, I moved over into the law field. You get what I'm saying? So it was just a transition. I said, okay, well, let me try see what the law got to offer.
Mm-hmm. To your credit, you tried it.
Right.
And that's the thing about it. We always say that change is very frightening, uncomfortable, and everything like that. A lot of times people are getting their way. We're doing certain things like that, but the sooner you can embrace change and do things that maybe out your comfort zone, I think the better off you're going to be.
Slick says, I'm sorry, I was looking at how they even made driving a dump truck and picking up trash is now a one-man job.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I holler at my the guy driving sanitation truck, and everything, and I was like, hey man, like, do it take longer, to do it? And I think I might talk about this on the show.
You did a couple shows ago.
He told me, man, he said this shit cut the time to do it by 2 hours.
Yeah.
He said, man, this whole neighborhood, cause my community with my sub got 500 homes. He said, man, this shit used to take me a day. He said, I'm in and out by 3 hours. Just grab dump instead of waiting. And in my mind, it would have been quicker with 2 people on the back.
One on each side.
Yeah. He like, nah, hell no, man. We just do this and all that kind of stuff. He say in and out. So you getting a one-time capital investment when you got to pay for this stuff, but it'll last you so much longer because that machine ain't got a machine don't complain, that machine don't slow down, that machine don't get pregnant.
When it's rain, you can't stop.
Exactly. But that's what we always talk about, technological advances. You have to be able to advance yourself.
And I know what Slick talking about, but you don't want to technology advance too far to where it turns off your customers, because to be honest with you, that one truck picking up thing is a customer turn off for me, because I can't, like, before they switched over, I used to be able to put my boxes out there and they take my boxes and stuff too. Now you can't. Everything has to fit in that can, like, in order for them to be able to do what they're doing, which is, I guess, okay for them. But how does it help me as the customer? Because now I'm calling you, asking you, what can I do with my boxes? And you're telling me, just put it in the box and put it in the can. Well, if I put one box in the can, I can't get any trash in there.
Well, it's only going to be a problem if you got options. If you ain't got options, your ass going to figure out.
No, I got options. I've been calling options.
No, I'm saying, it's only a problem if you got options. If you ain't got options, you just got to do it. Right. Then you be realistic about,
hey, mama.
Hey, what's going on, mama? Those things and stuff like that. No, I get you with it. We start thinking about some of the recession-proof skills, that's cleaning, tax preparation, child care, home repair, digital marketing, content creation, transportation services. These are some things you can like, okay, cool. That innovation, technological advancement may not necessarily impact that. I'm kind of bad to differ with the tax preparation because the industry has definitely changed over the past couple of years. But hell, I wouldn't be shocked you got damn babies gonna start. I mean, robots start babysitting in the damn future. Rosie was on the Jetson.
Right.
I
mean, at one point they were talking about you be able to put your Social Security number and scan your W-2 and they do your taxes for you. But this administration got rid of that. But that's what they were going to.
I can see them still doing it.
Yeah.
Oh hell, I'm looking on TikTok. The damn some of the damn thing was they lay the baby in the blanket and the blanket just
swallowing.
Yeah, not a baby. Yeah, rubbing the baby. Shit. Well, was that when my kids were growing up?
Right.
So it's just again,
human interaction going away.
It's something that could be on the horizon, but those are a couple things you can do just help yourself. Recession proof. A few other things, you can diversify your income. Don't spend on one income. Don't depend on one income stream. Even a small side hustle can soften the blow with a lot of stuff. Don't be so stuck. That's what, again, we're adding skill sets. If you got a little time, go cut a little grass. Go do a little painting. Do a little podcasting, whatever, and everything like that. Now, it may vary in the degree of impact that it has in regards to bringing you money, but you can try to do some things that are different. You can improve your credit. Better credit means access to better loan rates during the emergency times. And again, guys, remember, it's not about being here. Like you're right here, you want to be here. It's about being here, here, here. The destination's still the same. So don't get so caught up into you want a process to move faster than what it is. You gotta make sure when you're doing certain things, you want to be as sound as possible with doing it. Rush jobs gonna provide rush results, and those rush results are what? Mistakes, missing things, have to go back and do shit over and stuff like that. So take your time with everything when you're doing that. Okay, invest smartly. Long-term investment usually win during economic downturns. Stocks go on sale.
Mm-hmm.
People be impatient. Stocks go on sale. Real estate opportunities open up. We hit that crash. Now you back to houses going for the low. Business can be required cheaper. I bought a whole damn salon over 20 years ago for $2,000.
Right?
Shit, won't he do it? I had it for 17 years.
Right.
Hey, I'm telling you,
got that 2,000 back.
I wasn't trying to take advantage of nobody, but before they got their ass on the damn road,
right.
Hey, let me make this easy for you. let me help you out. Right. So opportunities are there. So don't necessarily look at everything being bad. Again, we're talking about will the economy crash in 2026, and if so, are you financially prepared? Stream live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. If you just came in, the main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel, where we got over 1,500 videos and active grant playlists with over 150 different grant opportunities. Make sure you go there, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to get a notification each time we upload a new video. And also, whatever platform you're on now, make sure you save it and subscribe to that particular platform as well. And call in, guys. We ain't had no call in callers. I know y'all. I know some of y'all is at home worried. If you don't call to holler at your boy, you ain't talk to you in a minute.
They're gonna buy the book and read it in private.
Got you. The call in number 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894. Emergency plan for your business. If you're an entrepreneur, the emergency plan. Number one, guys, I say this all the time. You got to know your numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be sitting there getting confused with money coming in and everything, knowing the cash flow, the burn rate, profit margins. You got to know the difference with how the money coming in and what you're spending out, okay? You got to cut unnecessary expenses.
Mm-hmm.
These subscriptions, you don't need Netflix. You don't need Hulu. You don't need Prime.
I beg the difference.
You need to keep the damn lights on.
I beg the difference.
Well, again, some things make life easier, make life better, but at the end of the day, we still got to do what? Keep the damn lights on and stuff like that. You got to have that process elimination to know what's most important.
Mm-hmm.
Increase emergency savings in your business, just like your personal life. Your business needs some kind of backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do it, and when you're doing that kind of stuff, even from a personal standpoint, when you try to get that little nest egg cushion, that little cushion or whatever, make sure you put it in a vehicle that's not accessible.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people that when you putting like that $25 a week or whatever, make sure you're going to an account where it's very inconvenient for you to get it. You got no ATM access. You ain't really got no online access. You got to damn near go to a branch
to get it.
Mm-hmm. Right? It's not easy to get. And that way, it's out of sight, out of mind. Kind of like when you getting your payroll deductions for your 401k and stuff like that. Now, even with that, it get funky. It used to be years ago, you had hell or high water to withdraw the funds. But now you do it at a click of a finger. We're doing it now. But just make sure it's not easily accessible. And when you do it that way, it's kind of easier to forget about it's there. And it's moving in that direction. Banks tighten lending laws after the crash hit, so you got to create recession-proof offers. And people always pay for essentials, repairs, money-saving services, convenience, health and child care, and education. And whatever you provide for folks, you figure out how you're gonna fall in line with that. So I just want people. We had a discussion again today. I just want people to be thinking about, not be so afraid about what's going on. Man, the world gonna be here. The world's gonna be there. Be more so forward thinking, preparing. Okay, if things happen or things go a certain direction, what can I do to help myself? Be in a better spot. You know what I mean, Leo?
I get it.
Because that's one of the biggest things I think. Far too often we get reactionary instead of being damn, I lost my damn word. Being reactionary instead of being proactive. With a lot of stuff. And
we reactive instead of proactive.
Hey, exactly. And so when you do that, you put yourself in a funky spot. You put yourself in a funky spot. Now you're trying to find solutions for something that you can't even really find a solution for. It is what it is. But when you're proactive thinking about it, you're thinking about different scenarios, worst case options and stuff like that. You can kind of have your plan A, B, C, D, and then the G, all that kind of stuff set up. I forgot some alphabets, didn't I?
But you know what I before we go down to the other part of the list, one of the things I was thinking about is that a lot of times people will tell themselves that that's not going to affect me. So they won't prepare for it because they feel like if they prepare for it, it's going to cause them to have bad luck. You get what I'm saying? Like we had a superstitious idea, like, nah, I ain't gonna worry about that. I'm good. I got a job. My family eating. I don't want to cause no. I don't, give myself bad karma or a bad juju or whatever. So I'm not gonna say that's gonna bother me because then it will. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a false sense of hope, and hope is not a plan, but we do that. We tend to do that as human beings.
Well, that's that shit people say to me all the time. Poochie being negative.
Right.
I'm being fucking negative.
Right.
Poochie cool.
Right.
You asked me for money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it. And the reason why I'm cool is because I know things happen. Not I'm saying I'm trying to talk it up or whatever.
Right.
And stuff like that. I know things happen. I try my best to be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
You should too.
Mm-hmm.
I get that all the time, man. Don't be negative and all that can't happen. Not being damn negative. Right.
I'm being prepared.
Yeah. And it's the same thing we did in the military. You sit there, made the contingency plans because something happened. You can't just think, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to attack this person this way, and then they're going to lose. When you attack them this way, they're going to do what? Adjust and then adapt. Attack you another way. Mm-hmm. And then you got to sit here and be able to pivot and adjust or whatever. But if you only have one way that you're going to try to go about everything, you're going to be SOL. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you got to be prepared for stuff. And don't think that, hey, man, because you're preparing and moving in a certain direction, you being negative, got to protect you.
Rick always tell me, just don't talk us out of money. I don't be talking us out of money. I'll be saying that what's realistic. We don't have the money for that right now.
Yeah.
I don't think that's negative. I think that's realistic.
Yeah.
And we ain't going to be able to get it right now. I don't see how we're going to be able to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying no, but I just know my bank account say zero. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the most important thing you're doing what? Is at least thinking.
Right.
When you blow the shit off, don't look at it, man. That is extremely damn dangerous. Mm-hmm. So that's why I want to encourage you.
And she's a good money manager. Don't get me wrong. She manages money very well, a lot better than me. Yeah. I'm not that person, but I know what zero means.
Well, see, here's the thing about it. And that's a great point. We just said. You said, "Well, look, Rick good with money. Everybody ain't good with money." Mm-hmm. So because that person handles that way with ease, know how you are. Mm-hmm. So if you have issues with certain things like that, certain impulses, certain temptations, certain setbacks, or whatever, you gotta be real with yourself. Like, shit, that ain't me.
I know that's not me.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta move a little different. I hear what you're saying, and I'm not blowing it off. But I gotta move a little different because that ain't me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And far too often people look at it, like, well. Make it a cushion. Mm-hmm. Well, I know she's gonna take care of that. I know she's gonna do that and all that kind of stuff. And then, if that get missed by that person, now you got an issue. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, I still gotta equip myself. I might not necessarily be as solid as Rick. I may not necessarily be as solid as Poochie, mm-hmm. but I got some kind of information to kind of where I can be a little bit reactive mm-hmm. to some mm-hmm. of the things because I prepared for AB. I didn't got all the alphabets,
right?
But I got a couple of them, just to be. Contingent if something happens. Mm-hmm. Whether the economy crashes or not is out of your control. You can't sit here and do it. Well, we always say control your controllables. But how you prepare is 100% up to you. Winners aren't the ones who predict the storm. They're the ones who build a shelter.
What? We coming here with good quotes.
Man, it's been a great show, man. And again, man, I'm glad to be back in his house. Your boy was down. That was good. I laugh. I don't be realizing how much shit it is to do when you be sitting there trying to do everything yourself.
Right.
I felt pretty good last Thursday.
Really?
Man. Especially my ass and just had a damn wreck.
Right.
We're doing everything.
So you got yourself together and you did it, right?
Yeah, I did, and it kind of helped me calm down at the way it happened and stuff like that. But a couple of things I do want to reiterate. Everybody going to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar. Also check it. Make sure that you purchase this copy of Short Dollars and Cents. You can actually Google Short Dollars and Cents, and the book will pop up. Awesome stocking stuff.
Most definitely.
And I had intentions of doing it all this damn week, making videos and lives, talking about different chapters in the book. We're gonna get to it and stuff like that. Schedule got off and everything, but we're gonna get on top of that. Another quick thing, big shout out to Joni. Johnny had two last names, Bowman and Barrett. I'll be forgetting which one she used first with doing it. But no, kids are supposed to have the memorial service. I ain't seen anything that's posted.
Okay.
On social media. That's supposed to be this Saturday, man. And I'm gonna follow up with them and make sure sees everything's still a go. Go by there and show my Facebook, man. Johnny was very, very, very pivotal with us getting everything going and stuff like that, man. And I ain't gonna bullshit you. I ain't been able to replace her ass. I done had. I don't give a damn if you're looking or not.
Right.
I ain't been able to replace her ass. Shit.
Right.
See, she down left. Shit.
Right.
I done spent money. 2 or 3 people at a time.
Right.
I ain't.
It wasn't like that.
Hell no. But Johnny fought a good fight, man. We miss you and everything.
We do.
Keep you and your family in our prayers and stuff. I want to bring that up. Was there anything else? Guys, we won't have a show next week because when everybody, Thanksgiving holiday.
We're gonna be at Mama house eating all her food and drinking all her drink.
Yeah. I might do a live Wednesday night or something like that and everything. But I do want to say this, guys, and I don't know if I say this early in the damn show with me and Lav talking, but I'm pretty thankful. 2025 and been rolled out for me. I can't lie. I had my ups and downs and everything, but I'm pretty thankful. Been a pretty good year and everything. Family done, have some stuff you be like, what the hell or whatever and stuff like that. But overall, I'm pretty thankful for everything. And I hope everybody else is in the same situation. And if you're not, I don't think I do keep living and things gonna work out. Things gonna work out and stuff like that. So I do want to tell everybody I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. We are at 96,000. We still got that Project 100K. That's right. So if you subscribe on Mr. Short on YouTube, so definitely go by Mr. Short on YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel, subscribe. But I just want to tell everybody from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all the love and support. I want you guys to make sure you have a great holiday season and everything. I love you all. Y'all be safe. Take care. And I'll talk with you soon. Yeah.